Let's get this new information, though. How about this for a prediction? A market crash coming in the third quarter of this year, and the U.S. is headed for bankruptcy?
Are you saying we're in for a crash?
Well, I think we are. I really think that if you look at the velocity of money, and again, I don't want to get too technical, but...
Guys, over the past 3 or 4 weeks, the stock market has weakened quite considerably, but it is so much weaker than the surface.
Going to hit the March 2024 biggest crash is coming. And the guys with the ETFs and mutual funds and all that, they're going to stand over and bend up and kiss their ass goodbye.
What's going on, everybody? It's Brandon with the Real Estate Pro Team. The reason I made this video, I wanted to show you for years that people have been trying to predict the next market crash. And, even though they sound smart, and a lot of these guys are very intelligent, no one ever really gets it right. The market very rarely crashes, and when it does, it just comes zipping back up. I hate these videos because a lot of them are clickbait, and what ends up happening is it keeps people on the sidelines and they miss out on so many opportunities that, if they blocked out the negativity and just focused on a positive mindset, they would have had way more opportunity. So I want to show you some actual statistics that might make sense to you. So the first thing we're going to look at is the home prices of single family homes according to NAR. So what I want you to look at here is in the top left corner, the percentage increase that homes went up year over year going back to 1968. So other than the Great Recession in 2008, there's only one other year in there where homes went down, and it was only by 1.11%. So as years go by, unless someone's income is rising at the same rate as homes are inflating, buying a home becomes harder. So if you do the math, going from $20,900 to $396,900, it means a home costs 19 times more today than it did back in 1968. So now let's take a look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average. I'm using this instead of the S&P 500 because the data went back a little bit farther. So I'm starting this back at 1968 as well. So you can see most of the years here are positive. It's definitely more volatile than real estate, looking at the top left corner. But still, every year that it comes down, the market will always come back and make a new high. So if we look at the Dow, it's went from $943.75 up to $43,840.91 since 1968. We're looking at a 46 times increase in price. And these facts right here are why I really hate when people sit there and make the videos like I mentioned before, predicting these market crashes that rarely come. They're never as bad as they say they're going to be. And then they're always followed by a new market high. And the problem is it's just spreading fear. It's keeping people on the sidelines waiting for things to go down. And then they don't. And they miss out on all these great opportunities where they could have been increasing their wealth. But instead, they end up losing to inflation and things become harder to buy. So next I want to explain why things keep going up in price. So why does the market keep going up despite unaffordability becoming a serious problem? You got to remember that supply and demand drives markets. So in a normal market, a lack of demand will decrease prices. And then if you have high demand and low supply, it'll increase prices. But what you got to factor in is what happens when the money supply being used becomes infinite and they keep printing it. So the real kicker here is the money supply. So if you could see here, the money supply during the same period of time has increased very rapidly and it keeps going up. So when you're looking at supply and demand, the more supply you have of something, in this case money, the less valuable it becomes. So the more money that we have, it's showing less value, and that's being reflected in higher prices. It's really just a matter of your dollar being able to purchase less, and that's why you keep seeing higher prices of real estate, higher stock prices. When you go to the grocery store, things cost more. It's because your dollar is worth less now. If you found this video valuable, please share it with a friend. I know this video could be pretty confusing, so if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to answer them, and you have a great day.